Hi everyone, welcome back to my channel, down to the last page. Now for today's video, I'll be doing the second book review of the two-part story, Holly's Inbox. Holly's Inbox, Scandal in the City. The story continues Holly's life after the first book and picks up about a year after she started working at the investment bank DK & Hess. She's now in a relationship and she's also got new work opportunities on the horizon. The task for Holly now is to juggle not only her love life but also her work commitments while she climbs up the corporate ladder. All the lovable characters from the last book are all back, along with a whole host of new ones for us to enjoy. Now, I've got a couple of things I wrote down this time that I didn't enjoy about the second installment of the story. So, number one, the beginning, the introduction of the story went well. It started off great, and then for some strange reason it kind of slowed down and only picked up again 2/3 of the way through. Number two, personality was a character trait, but a personality trait of Holly that worked so well and made her so sort of adorable in the first book was kind of dragged out and a little bit repetitive in this one. Considering the sort of things she overcame and how the story ended in the first book, I felt like there could have been a bit more development in that part of her character. It did get some development towards the end of the story, but I felt like the parts in the middle of the story that it had, it just didn't need, and it just again felt repetitive and dragged on. And number three, the narrative. It's still written the same. It's a series of email exchanges between Holly and her colleagues and her family and friends, but it wasn't executed as well as it was in the first book. So we only see Holly's life on a Monday to Friday spectrum. We only see all the emails and texts that are sent Monday to Friday, and we kind of get hints what happens on the weekend from obviously the following week. There were certain lead up or plot points that did happen which almost felt like they came out of nowhere, and at some points I've had to go back a page or two to try and see if there were certain clues or things that I'd missed. That happened about twice, where certain bits were just introduced or dropped into the story that made me feel like there was no build up like there was in the first book, where you get hints for what happened over the weekend or parts of the story we didn't see through the email exchanges. Now, onto some good points. So the first good point is the story is still fun. It was so enjoyable. Again, having that whole hustle and bustle, working in the corporate world. We got a chance to see a little bit more of Holly's family now. There were certain things happening there, so that was a lot of fun. And the personality of all the side characters or supporting characters, I still enjoy and love. We only get snippets of the personalities of all the supporting characters. Considering it's an email exchange through Holly's inbox, Holly's eyes, the small snippets we get into their backstories and their lives are always fantastic. It's just enough to sort of know what sort of cast we're dealing with, and again, I really thoroughly enjoyed that. And lastly, the authenticity of the relationship between Holly and her partner. It was a really good way to sort of see through a keyhole of what a modern day couple would go through, having to juggle a career, having to juggle a love life, and all the things and all the ups and downs that come with it. The story wasn't called Scandal in the City for no reason, because there were plenty of scandal, and I enjoyed it. The book ended in a really good way. It was a fantastic way. Overall, the story, Holly's story, was such a good story, and I really enjoyed it, and it was a fantastic way to end the series. Overall, for Holly's Inbox and Holly's Inbox Scandal in the City, I did prefer Holly's Inbox over the second installment, Scandal in the City, because of obviously the minor things that I picked up, but overall the story was good, and again, it did have a really good ending. And that's it. That was my review for Holly's Inbox, Scandal in the City. If you did like this video, please do leave me a thumbs up. Don't forget to comment below and obviously hit the subscribe button, and I will see you all next time.